The Chevy El Camino, a part muscle car, part pickup truck, and 100% American automotive icon. It's the vehicle that refused to fit into one category, instead creating a league of its own. A car with the heart of a beast and the soul of a workhorse, the El Camino is one of the most unique machines to ever roll off Chevrolet's production line. Born in 1959, the El Camino was Chevy's answer to the Ford Ranchero, a coupe utility vehicle that was already turning heads. But unlike the Ranchero, which was built on a station wagon platform, the El Camino was based on the full-size Chevy Impala. It had style, power, and enough utility to get the job done, but its first-generation run was short-lived, ending in 1960. It wasn't until 1964 that the El Camino returned, this time built on the Chevy platform, and this is when it truly found its identity. As the muscle car era exploded in the late 60s, the El Camino embraced the horsepower wars. Chevy wasn't messing around. They offered the El Camino SS, or Super Sport, with some serious firepower under the hood. By 1970, you could get an El Camino SS with the monstrous 454 cubic inch LS6 V8, producing 450 horsepower. That meant this pickup truck could outrun a lot of dedicated muscle cars on the street. The beauty of the El Camino was that it wasn't just about raw power. It was a vehicle that blended performance with practicality. You could haul lumber during the day and race it at the drag strip at night. It had that classic muscle car front end but with a functional bed in the back. It was the best of both worlds. Through the 70s, the El Camino evolved. The 1973 model got a complete redesign, featuring a more squared-off look, larger dimensions, and increased safety regulations. It was still a powerful machine, but by the late 70s, emissions restrictions started to choke performance across the industry. Despite that, the El Camino remained a favorite among those who appreciated its versatility. By the time the 80s rolled around, the El Camino had one last trick up its sleeve. The final generation, running from 1978 to 1987, was smaller, lighter, and still carried that unmistakable muscle truck DNA. It even had special versions like the GMC Caballero and the legendary Choo Choo Customs SS, a limited edition with aggressive styling that made it look like a NASCAR street machine. But like all great things, the El Camino's time came to an end. In 1987, Chevrolet pulled the plug, leaving a legacy that still fuels enthusiasts' dreams today. But why did it disappear? Well, times were changing. The demand for small pickup trucks was growing, and full-size trucks were becoming more practical for both work and play. The El Camino, sitting somewhere in between, didn't fit the mainstream market anymore. However, the legend of the El Camino never truly died. Over the years, rumors of a revival have surfaced multiple times. Concepts and prototypes have popped up, and even today, fans speculate if Chevy will ever bring it back. With the rise of performance trucks and muscle cars making a comeback, an El Camino revival might not be as far-fetched as it seems. Today, the El Camino is a collector's dream. Restored models, especially the high-performance SS versions, fetch big bucks at auctions. Custom builds push the limits of what this muscle truck can do, with modern engines, insane horsepower, and aggressive styling that makes them stand out even more. The Chevy El Camino wasn't just a car, and it wasn't just a truck. It was something in between, as something special. It was a rebel on the streets, a workhorse on the job, and a legend in American automotive history. Whether you love it for its muscle, its practicality, or just its sheer uniqueness, there's no denying that the El Camino is one of the coolest vehicles to ever come out of Detroit. So, what do you think? Should Chevy bring back the El Camino? Would the modern muscle truck hybrid work in today's market? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more automotive content. This is Drive, and I'll see you in the next one.